His face. Oh. The face.
Face off.
His face.
Welcome, I am the Kaiju no Kami, and this news is brought to you by Patreon. Patreon, where promises are paid for. So I hope you enjoyed my Kakuranger review I just released last week. I had a lot of fun creating that, and this little bit before the credits was actually a scene that I forgot to do in the review, but that's okay. It's fun nonetheless. Also, my review, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I was using a brand new microphone that I had got for Denver Comic Con, so tell me what you thought about that. Did it help make the audio sound better? I do know that I shouldn't talk to it like having it right there, but whatever. So a couple things. I'm working on Gamera versus Jager, however you want to pronounce it. The next Gamera movie. And that one will probably be out late next week because I'm actually currently planning for Denver Comic Con, as I have gotten media badges and I'm going to be doing a few interviews over at Denver Comic Con. I'm going to be interviewing Alan Bellman, whom you may be familiar with as being one of the original artists from the 1940s Captain America comics. And also anime fans, you may recognize Todd Haberkorn. If you have any questions you'd like me to ask either of them, just post them in the comments and I should be able to squeeze them into my interview. Next up, this week has also been busy because it's E3! Yes! E3 has been pretty good. EA was a joke. Bethesda showed some cool stuff if you like their games. I'm not really a big fan of their stuff, although I'm kind of interested in Dishonored 2. Microsoft, I thought at first, had a solid conference, but now the more I think about it, it got a little bit weaker. It was pretty long. I mean, they introduced a new console at the beginning of the conference, and then by the end of the conference, they introduced another new console to replace that new console. So yeah, that tells you how long it was. Nevertheless, they did show some good games. Recore looks really good. We Happy Few looks interesting, as does Inside. So those are games I'm going to be looking out for if they don't end up being Xbox One exclusive. Ubisoft's press conference was pretty boring, although at least Watch Dogs 2 looks a little bit better than the first one. I mean, the main character showed far more personality in the first 30 seconds of the video than Aiden Pierce had in the entire game, so there's that. Sony rocked it. Oh, they were awesome. They started with a really incredible live orchestra that was playing the theme to the new God of War, which looks really interesting and unique. It's not going to be just another boring hacking slash adventure that kind of got tiresome after the third game. Spider-Man is a new game coming up from Insomniac, which is going to be awesome. This should be to the Spider-Man series what Arkham Asylum was to Batman. Crash Bandicoot is coming back. Yeah, they're remasters of the PS1 trilogy. That's okay in my book. I do feel like they kind of gave us the middle finger when they announced it was going to be in a new Skylanders game, though. Kojima's game looks great. One of the best parts was when he walked on stage and said, "I'm back." Days Gone looks interesting. Looks like it could be something set in the Last of Us universe. Obviously not, since they're just regular zombies. But it's got me curious. Horizon looks pretty good too. Kind of has a Witcher vibe there. The Last Guardian I'm not fully sold on. However, the best surprise to me was Resident Evil 7. I have kind of written off the Resident Evil series after that travesty that was 6. And now I'm excited for a Resident Evil game again. I never thought that was going to happen. They went back to its horror roots. So it looks like it's going to be kind of similar to Alien Isolation, but in a house and in woods. That is great. A first step in the right direction, guys. And then we have Nintendo's whatever that was. Huh? Ew. Yeah, Nintendo's was a bore fest. They started great with the trailer of Zelda, then they jumped into a 55-minute thing on Pokemon. What more do we need to know about the Pokemon universe we don't already know? And then thankfully they did go back to Zelda, which is really cool looking. I like to call it The Witcher of Zelda, The Hunt of the Wild, because it looks a lot like Witcher 3 with the Wind Waker cell shading style for graphics. So it looks really good and unique, interesting. I can't wait to play it. Lastly, I want to give a shout out to Cleanse7 who sent me a couple of movies. I've got here The Calamari Wrestler, which, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that, but we'll see. And then he also sent me the review, which I'm actually thinking about doing probably once I finish the show of Gamera movies, because it fits with Kakuranger, but Death Kappa. So thank you once again, Cleanse7, for those. That was awesome of you. Well, I need to get back to work on preparing for Denver Comic Con. So until next time, bye. But first, I'd like to at least finish the show of Gamera movies before I... whatever.